So I just finished recording a Let's Play of Portal 1. And afterwards, I got to my editing software, DaVinci Resolve, and I put the video on the timeline. And I thought to myself, I am going to cut this up and I'm going to turn it into something that people want to watch. Take out all of the pauses, all the delays, all the gaffes, all of the imperfections, and make it into something that is worth watching, that people want to watch. And then it occurred to me that Portal 1 is actually a classic game that people really love. And I really enjoyed playing it, even though I spent most of the time just talking about me stuff and just making jokes and whatever. But afterwards, I realized that if I edited this down, I might get as many views as I did on my last edited gameplay video, but I would end up destroying something in the process. Because 2 weeks ago, I posted an edited Journey video. Journey is a game where you walk around through the desert and you're basically traveling towards a mountain summit, a mountain peak. And it's a really pretty game. It's really pretty. It's very atmospheric. It has nice music. It has nice visuals. It's very calm and very, it's a very good game. And I uploaded a unedited version and it got zero traction. No one watched it. No one cared. And then I uploaded an edited version, which was, it cut out all of the spaces, all the pauses. It just delivered on fast, high octane everything. It had a clickbait thumbnail. It did the whole thing. It went the whole 9 yards. And it got 600 views on a new channel, which was really big for me. But in retrospect, it feels like I destroyed that game in the process. And it made me realize that I couldn't do this with Portal 1. I couldn't do it. It's just not something I could do. So I made as few edits as possible. I didn't chop anything out. I tried to just keep the editing to a minimum because I didn't want to distract from the game, because I think that is the most important thing. And it's been about a day so far, and the video's gotten 45 views. And I'm trying not to look at analytics too much, but I feel better about this video than I do about the optimized Journey video that I made, because it's just me having fun in the game. And I know probably no one is going to listen to this. This is just me talking off the top of my head, which is usually what I do anyway. I'm not good at script writing yet. I'm still pretty new to this. I want to do scripted stuff. It's just not in my ballpark yet. But I don't know. From the few comments that I got on this video, they feel so much more meaningful than the comments I got on the Journey video, which there were a few. I mean, one of the comments compared me to Smiley 7E. Yeah, I had to look them up. I don't really watch gaming channels that much these days, but they were all very reassuring comments. They were all very good. They were all very nice. And afterwards, after that 600 view bump, I felt this immense pressure. Like, how exactly could I ever make a video like that again? And, capitalize on just the whatever. And so I started making joke videos and just being, trying to make creative videos, just not doing anything gaming related, because I couldn't bear to speak in a recording anymore, because I just felt weird about it. Like, I had just gotten a ton of I got a ton of reassurance, like a ton of support, positive feedback for a version of myself that was chopped up into the best parts that, edited together all of my verbal tics and all of my little things. And I had taken a game that was originally very beautiful and I had turned it into just a mess, which I don't even know where that came from because I've never seen anyone edit together a video in that way. So I feel like I did something uniquely bad. And it just occurs to me that a lot of the games that gaming channels play nowadays, it's okay to cut them up because they don't have story. Because a lot of the gameplay channels nowadays that actually play longer games, they stream it. So what's really carrying the interest there is that cozy vibe or the FOMO, fear of missing out, and just that. Like, Let's Plays aren't doing so good these days because I feel like people just, I don't know. People want that speed. They want that fast delivery. And I got that positive feedback on that fast, cut together everything. But I don't know. I don't like that feeling. I don't like it. And I mean, it might be me being stupid or whatever, and I should just do it if that's the thing that's gotten me any amount of success on this channel. Then I should invest myself in it. But it feels like now the most important part of being new, doing this whole new YouTube thing, is figuring out what I'm comfortable with, because I've seen so much burnout. I went back to my old channel, the one that I grew up with, and I went through my subscriptions list when I was making the 64 soundbites video, because I was trying to find a soundbite from all the YouTubers who inspired me and who I grew up with, and a few newer ones, who I just thought were funny or made good stuff. And as I was going through the list, I was clicking on ones that I had forgotten about, and I went and I saw that they just disappeared. So many channels that I grew up with just disappeared. Big ones, small ones, really unique ones. There was one that I really want to shout out. I'll find their name and the channel name, and I'll put it in the description. But I think I included them in the 64 soundbites video. But they made these really cool, like, comedic stories, like analyzing metal album covers, like album covers for metal music, and just going into the stories and coming up with these wild, funny stories. And years later, the channel's been gone forever. Like, they haven't posted anything. And I've just seen that burnout so many times. And there are huge channels, too, which I didn't really watch, but I was aware of back in the day, that don't post anymore now. Like, one really good example that I learned about recently because of the Sniper Wolf guest react video, which I made, I thought to myself, whatever happened to Azzyland? And I look, and Azzyland's gone. Dude, I never watched Azzyland or anything, but I remember all the drama videos between the two of them. And I go check, and it's like, wow, that was a really, really successful channel that a lot of people really liked, and it just vanished. And there's so much burnout. And honestly, like, I get it, because and this is like just a me example. I know a lot of people they make all sorts of different kinds of videos, but if I invested my time into making more videos like This Gameplay Broke Mr. Beast, then maybe my channel would be very successful. It'd be really special, whatever. I could capitalize on that. I could do a ton with that. But ultimately, eventually I would burn out because it's just not authentic anymore. It's not me. I'm not in it. Like, the pressure is just too much, and the consistency is really what destroys channels in the long term, is what I believe. Like they tell you, be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. But I see all of these older channels that have been around forever that are super consistent. And the ones that really make it are the ones that have that special genetic quality in their brain that just allows them to keep doing that sort of thing forever. Or they just get the perfect niche or whatever thing, and they just are able to invest all of their time in it and just do it, do it, do it, and grind forever. But for most people, being that consistent is not possible. But it's just so much pressure to find something that works and then capitalize it because you're rewarded for it by the algorithm, by audiences. I made this channel with the intention of doing variety content, but as soon as one of my videos really did well, which is mostly a joke video, but as soon as it did well, I felt this overwhelming pressure to make another one like it, and I decided to make a joke out of it, and honestly, like the past 2 weeks, I have been just struggling to work my way back into playing any game because I just feel so uncomfortable after getting that amount of attention for that video. And I know no one's probably going to listen to this, but this is more just like an update for my sake. And I'm trying to make more content where I speak because, my voice is really the only human aspect of my channel because you can't see my face or anything. So I just figured I would post this. I know it's not the most interesting thing, but it occurred to me yeah. So I'm going to get back to it. I have some video ideas planned. I know this was kind of meandering or whatever, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening.